Hey my friends, welcome back to AttractPassion. If you came across this video today, it is your reminder that you are about to win big, that your perseverance is about to be rewarded and you will be pleasantly surprised as your efforts receive the recognition that they deserve. So if you already feel this, I know that you feel this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're ready, we'll go on with the message. Today's video will completely change your life because it will remind you what to focus on, what to stay focused on, so we can keep generating the energy that is meant to create great results in your life. I've named this video Tomorrow You're About to Win Big, because what you do today is an investment into tomorrow. So if you want to win big in your life, you need to understand what Seneca said, the Roman philosopher. He said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So it's like the sweet spot between knowing what we're doing and kinda being spontaneous, kinda being open for the unknown opportunities that are coming to us, like being prepared, working hard, but also being open and being spontaneous. So it's something in between a great order and chaos, right? Something we're often talking about. So if you know that you can always find a way, you're about to win big in life. So some time ago I went skiing, and every time when I find myself being in a different kind of nature that usually I am not used to, I see the interesting things about nature, the interesting phenomena. Like sometimes you can find a huge rock, and on that huge rock there's a tree that is growing completely, it feels like effortlessly, but there's no dirt, there's no ideal ground for it. It just found its way to grow on the top of the rock. So nature always finds a way. And the reminder for us is always that we will find a way. Wherever you are, at whatever phase of your life you are, you will find a way. You are a part of nature and you will always find a way. Like when you start a new business or you start a new career, everything is kind of unknown. And you may think, well, I don't know how I will succeed here. I see no results, I see no improvement, I see no progress, but it's all part of the journey. You can always discover a new way if you stay, let's say, if you stay disciplined and you keep going, you keep growing and learning and kind of expanding your intellect, but at the same time staying in tune with your intuition. It's just this, again, magical balance between intellect and body's intelligence, or maybe even native intelligence that's speaking through you, through your heart often. So know that you will always find a way. You will find a way. Doesn't matter where you are, you will find a way. If you believe that, you will win big. Always. The second thing you need to know is perseverance, which is doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. If you develop a muscle of perseverance, you will win big in your life. Why? Because we know there's a process of delay gratification, right? We're doing something not for what we want to experience today, but what's about to happen tomorrow. We're kind of preparing for tomorrow. We know we are multidimensional beings. We are not just living in the present moment. We are living in the present moment, but also each moment is turning into another moment and into another moment, and it's like a river that's constantly moving forward until it meets the ocean. So perseverance teaches us that your life doesn't exist just today. Your life is creating new moments. So today you're creating tomorrow. And perseverance is teaching you that what you do today will be seen tomorrow. So when you develop this muscle that you know, you don't need to reach results today, but you need to stay consistent if you want to see results eventually. And consistency will teach you to keep improving your skills, to keep managing your life the way that you are becoming wiser, that you are becoming more intelligent, that you are becoming more skillful, and also more grounded, and most importantly, more in tune with your nature, more in tune with yourself. That will teach you that there's always a guiding mechanism present within you, and because of these times, this guiding mechanism is actually becoming louder and louder. That's why you may feel right now like you need to separate yourself from certain people, like you need to move to new places, like you need to start something new. You may feel this need stronger than ever before. Know that perseverance is a must if you want to win big in your life, and many people may resonate with this word of perseverance right now. So pay attention to it. The third thing that will help you to win big in life is that even when you are not loved, you are not destroyed by that. So many of us have not been growing up in ideal environments, and we should say we are grateful for that because it prepared us for the life. Like, life is not often ideal, it's not perfect. Like, most people are actually not kind and loving and pleasant to be around. Like, there's tyranny, right? There's a lot of anger around us, a lot of pain around us. So when we were not loved in the past, life prepared us for where we are, what's the reality of this time, which doesn't mean that it should stay that way, and it doesn't mean that you should stay unloved and unloving, but it prepared you to recognize what happens if you are not loved. You start seeking love, right? You start seeking attention, you start seeking care, which does become your fundamental needs. And once you recognize your fundamental needs that are unmet, you can start taking care of them, right? Even when you were not loved, it didn't destroy you. It only showed a finger onto your own needs. That's when you become introduced into self-care and even into self-love. You start recognizing, well, if nobody showed me love, firstly, maybe I need to learn to show love to myself. That's how you win big in life, because you recognize you don't need to do things out of revenge. You don't need to do things out of rage. You can use this type of motivations, but eventually you need to learn you do things because you love doing things. So you need to find things you love to do so you can do more of what you love, right? You can fall in love with life by doing what you love to do. And you may say, well, my job is not something I love to do, but you can start something like a side hustle, something that you love. You pay attention to what you're passionate about more often, and then slowly start learning about this passion and how could you do more of it until you recognize that you could actually transform this passion maybe into your career. But then you also need to know that usually it's like 20% of doing what you love and then 80% of managing how to make a living out of it. So once we understand again the reality of it, we can ask ourselves, is it worthy? And this is a deep inner discussion you need to have with yourself. But I found out for myself it is worth it, because the greatest thing you can truly do is to find a way that every single day you can develop your talents, your skills, your wisdom, that you can expand your character, because it will not make you just more passionate person. It will also make you more incredible human being that people will love to be around you. They will love to study you, to learn from you. It's something good that you will do for others as well, like expanding yourself as a person. It's something that I often say to you. That's how we win big in life. Even if you are not loved, you are not destroyed by that. Anytime you can bring a change to it. So find out what are your emotional needs and try to meet them with your own self-care. You can do it. The fourth thing that will help you to win big in life is that you know that you have something to offer. If you know that you have something to offer, start working on it, start developing it. It will help you to win big in life. So I know that deep inside of yourself, there's something unique about you. That's when we become aware of our unique qualities, like unique gifts. Like a few days ago, I've made a video about few questions. I think the name of the video is The New Moon Portal. It's about few questions you could set to yourself to get deeper into the life's purpose. And because we've just entered into the year of the dragon, you can also watch this video for more information. The year of the dragon right now it's all about your inner discovery, finding that inner confidence that may emerge out of noticing what you truly can offer. And of course it may introduce us to our own originality, which is a whole journey of developing then these gifts and awareness around it, and noticing how to overcome our shame, which may be the lower emotion we may experience, and how to build up the confidence by doing what we are not confident about, but we want to develop the confidence around it. So that's why I'm sharing today with you Painting the Journey, which has a deep meaning and inspiration to kind of encourage us that we are all on a journey. And every single step is a step of learning and growing, and we kind of know that and feel that, but still sometimes, or if not often, we rather do what's not good for us, and we rather feel lazy because we're not sure if what we're doing is the right thing. But if you're doing what provides you the greatest possible growth, you know you're doing the right thing, and perseverance once again will get you to the wanting results. So believe in yourself, my friend, because right now most people will not say to you believe in yourself, because most people around you are what we've been talking yesterday, this kind of soul eaters who don't want you to succeed. Those are the people who will only kind of push you into deeper growth. In my past, those kind of people were to me the greatest possible motivation, because I knew they're not right. I knew they're not speaking their truth. I knew there's a pain speaking through them, and I should not believe them. So the fifth thing that will help you to win big in your life, to win big tomorrow, is what ancient philosophers called logos. Do everything from a place of love, truth, and courage. So logos is a very interesting word. In ancient Greek philosophy and early Christian theology, it represented the divine reason, implicit in the cosmos, ordering it and giving it form and meaning. It is known as the principle of God, active in the creation and the continuous structuring of the cosmos, and in revealing the divine plan of salvation to human beings. So it may sound a bit philosophical, but why it is so important? Well, think about the divine reason. Think about the divine reason. Firstly, it may be called as the purpose, why you've come here. But secondly, if you really want to embody this divine reason, the divine plan of salvation to human beings, it means you know you can be much more than you are right now. And you know that you will not get there through laziness, through shame, through guilt, through anger and frustration. So then what is the remedy? The remedy truly is truth. It is courage, and courage may be embodying what you know you need to embody, even though it's not easy, even though it's not pleasant, even though it's not familiar. You embody it because you know it's good for you, and it will not be just good for you, it will be good for anyone who will encounter you. It will be good for anyone who will come across your path. And then love could be described as the highest possible good, which is something to reflect on. So what can be the highest possible goodness I can embody in my work, in my words, in my relationships, in my relationship towards myself, in my self-care, in my diet, in my routines and habits in my day? What can be the highest possible goodness? It's something to think about, to write it down, to create certain principles for ourselves, certain values for ourselves. We'll stay true to them, which is again something deep and complex. That's what life is all about. It's about complexity, but we learn to simplify it to the right degree, let's say to the healthy degree. We don't just say be positive and everything will be good. We say aim towards the highest possible goodness, but know that sometimes you will need to move through hell to find it, right? It's what spirituality is all about, moving through hell to find your own goodness, and then goodness will lift you out of the hell and turn you towards the light. But then when you will move towards the light, you will not be afraid of the darkness, because you've been through darkness to find the light. That's what Logos is all about. So do everything from a place of love, truth, and courage. If you do that, you will win big in life. And I know it's something, I think it's the hardest part when it comes to whatever we're doing. It is the hardest part, because it's much easier to take it easy and do nothing. But taking easy and doing nothing is what makes us weak, and that's why people say we're living in the weakest society, because good times make weak people, right? The whole cycle of society, and weak people make bad times, and bad times make strong people, and strong people make good times. So we're just in this turning point where we're noticing how much we've destroyed our environment, and it's truly upon us if we will choose to use it, to use all the challenges that are surrounding us to make us stronger, so we can make better times, so we can start collaborating with nature and one another rather than competing with it, right? The sixth thing that will help you to win big in life is to learn to say no, to learn to prioritize your needs, to learn to set boundaries, to learn to stand up for yourself, to learn to protect your time and space. And if you need some examples for boundaries, which is something it's something so important, we need to learn, especially if you have this people-pleasing personality that was most probably developed because you've been growing up in a very heavy and maybe toxic environment where you didn't want to be a burden for anyone around you, so you've learned to suppress your anxieties and fears, so it would not be, a pain for someone else, which is completely something, let's say it is something we do because of our empathy and sympathy for others. But at some point you need to become responsible for how you feel and what you've done in the past, because nothing in nature goes unnoticed. So when you're doing something that is unhealthy for you, at some point you need to learn to prioritize your needs and stand up for yourself. That's how we win big in life. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Learn to avoid constant anger. Like, you need to learn to express anger in a way that will be helpful for you. Maybe not unto other people, but if it's necessary, do it. But sometimes, going into the gym and do a very, very heavy workout or go for a run will help you to express your anger. When you don't express your anger, it will start boiling within you and it becomes painful. And there's a lot of studies been done that suppressed anger may turn into a cancer. So be aware, not to be scared by it, but notice, look, if you have so much of anger because people around you are doing wrong things, express that. Don't avoid expression of what you feel. Don't avoid the truth. It brings us back to the Logos, the truth. Speak your truth. It's another set of boundaries. When you don't tolerate something, talk about it, express it, communicate it, right? Communicate what you feel is another example of boundaries. Speak your needs. Speak assertively. Then you must set certain boundaries that will defend your time. Like, if you want to build something, you need to invest a lot of work into it. And sometimes people will take you onto all kinds of things. People will invite you into parties. People will, do all kinds of things to kind of distract you. So you need to learn to defend your time. You need to learn to really make sure that your time is something very valuable. When I've started painting, we're still living at Maya's parents' home, and often it happened that Maya's parents needed something from us, like certain help or certain care. And at some point it became annoying to me, because every time I started painting, there was something I needed to do, and it was annoying, but I had no courage to express that, until one day I've expressed that and everybody understood it. So I was like, why I was waiting for such a long time to express my needs? It was not so hard after all, and also it brought a lot of clarification, like, yeah, of course you're working on that, I understand it. So it's an example of how to set boundaries. Speak for yourself. Refuse taking the blame. Respect others, my friend. Respect others. But know that you don't need to be always there for others. You also need to be there for yourself. So there are also certain, what's called in psychology, cognitive boundaries. You need, certain mental boundaries. Don't constantly overthink situations that happened in the past. There's also the future you're focusing on. If you want to win big, forgive people from the past and focus on the future, right? It's so much you can do when you learn to set healthy boundaries, my friend. Also learn to disagree with people. You don't need to agree with everyone. Everyone experience his or her own truth. So find your truth and find your tribe. It will help you so much to flourish in life. And you will notice that, well, you truly don't need to agree with everyone. If you rather become honest and truthful, people will respect you more. And respect is something that's worthy to be earned, because respect is something that you may find really honorable, and you may find it like you will become proud of yourself when you will notice that you've done something right. When people respect you, you know you've done something right. It's not like seeking respect. It's about doing what's right that attracts respect towards you. And through honesty, through truthfulness, through standing up for yourself, through doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about, you become a person that people will respect. Then also challenge your poor behaviors. Learn to challenge your poor behaviors. Every time you notice you've done something that is not healthy for you, you need to challenge it. It doesn't mean that you will only win big when you will have when you will form a perfect character out of yourself. You can win big when you're still at the bottom. But don't stay there because of your poor behaviors, because you will also lose what you've won. So challenge poor behaviors. It will only help you to keep leveling up and keep winning big and keeping things you've won and keep actually investing them into a greater future. So challenge poor behaviors. Reflect on that. Introspection is such a powerful skill you can learn on this journey, my friend. And another thing that will help you to win big is to walk away from toxic environments. It's just, you can't look, you haven't been planted in the, like I said, most ideal environment, but you also don't need to stay there forever. So usually the easiest way to heal is to get away firstly from toxicity, right? You can't heal or you can't be healthy if you're constantly feeding yourself with poison. You can't heal. So you need to firstly stop doing that. Remove yourself from toxicity. Maybe you may say, I can't do it right now. Well, plan it for tomorrow, plan it for the future, and then manage your life the way that eventually you will move away. It will help you to win big in your life, because you will notice you don't need to stay where you are right now. You can move to better places, to better environments, and meet greater people. and learn that making mistakes is completely okay. Maybe you will make a mistake and you will need to return back into a toxic environment for a certain period of time. It happened to us and it's completely fine. You focus again on your work, on whatever matters to you the most, and eventually you will be able to move on. So, my friend, you are about to win big, and your perseverance is about to be rewarded, and you will be pleasantly surprised as your efforts receive the recognition that they deserve. So believe in yourself. Once again, believe in yourself, my friend. Do the necessary work, and know that doesn't matter what anyone around you may say to you, or how your present situation may look like. Know that you're the one that's in control of how your future will turn out to be. You're the one, and everything around you is just a reflection of where you are right now, internally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So look at everything as a playground. Look at everything as a training ground. You were not born with wings, my friend. But prevent anything from not growing them, because you can grow them. It's knowing that you can grow, knowing that you can outgrow yourself right now, knowing that you can heal, knowing that you can forgive, knowing that you can let go, and knowing that you can train yourself into becoming stronger, into becoming more resilient, into becoming more disciplined, into becoming more intuitive, into evolving spiritually and becoming more connected with life, more in tune with your intuition, with your native intelligence, into embodying this logos as we've been talking about. Do everything from a place of love, truth, and courage. This is one of the most important things you can do. But I think we need to break it down so we can understand deeply what these words truly mean. So I hope you found great value and inspiration in today's video that can support you on this journey. If you feel a need to have some of this inspiration around you, feel free to support my work, my artwork in our store, AttractPassion.com. You can find all of my art, and also on Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. Go there and check it out. All of my art is available there. With that, you're supporting this mission, and I'm truly grateful for you. So, my friends, stay beautiful, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep up with your work. Till next time, one love. Hey my friends, I hope you've enjoyed in today's video. I want to remind you that we've just opened a fresh new store called AttractPassion.com, where you can find all of my work. Original paintings, you can find prints of all of my art in different sizes, so go there and check it out, AttractPassion.com. If you will use the code PASSION15, you will get 15 off onto your first order. So go there and check it out, and to anyone who would love to work with me one-on-one, I'm offering one-on-one coaching. We have some free spots once again. You can go and check out the link in the description of this video where you can find everything there. So go and check it out. If you would like to do something with the inspiration that you feel right now, it will help you so much to transform your life. I want you to do something with it. If you feel inspired, you have to do something with it. So my friends, till next time, one love.